Taper tantrums, ghost niggles, confusing diets. If you've raced a marathon before, you know about the wretched taper. If you're new to the marathon, then good news for you. I am 1 week out from the LA Marathon, and I'm going to show you how to get through the week before race day when you crush your PB in the marathon. Here we go. All right, let's talk about workouts during the 7 days from the Sunday to Saturday before the LA Marathon. For context, I'm at a weekly volume of 70 to 90 miles per week, and Cole is at 60 to 75 miles per week. Yesterday was Sunday, and I did the last quality effort before the race. It was a 14-mile medium-long run. I had a 2-mile warm-up, followed by 2 sets of 5 miles at marathon pace, with a 1-mile active recovery at easy pace. I finished with a cool down of 1 mile. I kept it honest by choosing a course similar to or harder than the LA Marathon. So I did the first set on a long 5-mile downhill and the second set back up for the next 5 miles. Now the LA Marathon doesn't have a 5-mile continuous downhill or uphill, but I chose this course for the workout to be mentally stronger for the race. Cole did the same workout at his marathon pace, but struggled on the way back. He had to stop several times to gather himself. So he will definitely have to remind himself that the LA Marathon course will not be nearly as hard and that he should be confident about his current fitness. Yesterday was the Monday before the race, and the kids and I all went out for a 6-mile recovery run. It was nice and chill. It was also a small confidence booster that the legs were feeling pretty good after a hard Sunday. A slow taper started 2 weeks before the marathon, so we're starting to see some benefits already. Today is Tuesday, and we kept it light with an easy 7-mile jog at zone 2, or around 8:30 per mile. Wednesday is dress rehearsal day. It is the last reminder for the legs to understand what it feels like to run at race pace. We'll do a 3-mile warm-up, followed by 2 miles at marathon pace, and finish with a 3-mile cool down. We'll do all of this early in the morning, wearing our race kits and holding our nutrition to simulate what it will feel like on the day of the race, as well as to do a final test on gear and nutrition. Thursday is another 6-mile recovery run, and on Friday, we have a 5-mile recovery run, but with 6 additional 100-meter strides. These aren't all-out sprints, but just build-ups to activate the legs and wake them up from all of the recovery jogging we've been doing this week. On Saturday, we will do a 4-mile shakeout run. We'll keep this at recovery pace and then head over to Dodger Stadium for the expo. We keep it simple, and so can you. Eat what you normally eat for the first 5 days of the week. Just keep in mind that during the taper, your calorie needs will be lower, so just adjust your portion sizes accordingly. Then 2 days before the race, make sure you go light on the protein and replace those calories with carbs. 1 day before, go light on the high fiber foods. Also, sufficiently salt your meals or hydrate with an electrolyte. I personally don't like how I feel bloated and inflamed the next day when I overeat, so be careful not to overdo it when carb loading. We will stop eating solid foods 12 hours before the gun goes off, and we will not take any more calories until the race starts, and we'll begin the marathon fasted. There are many different nutrition strategies. They all can work. We just like this method the most since it reduces the risk of having an energy dip during the first half of the race. Therefore, we can focus more on other important actions like pacing and hydration. Don't worry about a new niggle during the taper. Chances are it's an old niggle that you just didn't notice because you were so tired and bothered by other niggles during the heavy training. Work on mobility and stretching while maintaining light core work so that you don't go to the race all tight and stiff from inactivity. Trust me, whatever weird pain you're feeling during the taper will go away during the race. Don't worry about losing sleep during the night before the race. The LA Marathon starts at 7 a.m. We will have to leave our home in Irvine at 4 to catch the Century City shuttle at 5. And I personally have a body full of nerves that always has to toss and turn the night before a marathon. It's okay. Just be sure to get good nights of sleep on the Thursday and Friday before the race. The Saturday night before won't matter very much at all. Don't worry about setting a huge PB. Cole and I have raced over 30 marathons altogether, and the one certain lesson we've learned is not to be greedy. No matter how much fitness we've gained, we'll always go out for the first 6 miles at a pace equivalent to our current PBs. So if we've had a good training block, then we are guaranteed a PB. This isn't the last marathon of our lives. We have so many more left to race. No need for greed. And if you are running your first marathon, then your finishing time will be your personal best. Finally, don't worry about not running 90 miles this week. Beginners and elites all taper. Let all of your fitness turn to freshness. Let all of that hard work pay off on Sunday. Let all of the experience of others, as well as your own, remind you how the rest and recuperation works. Trust the taper. Leave any questions in the comments below and feel free to share your own tips on getting ready for a marathon. Hey, and do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to click the bell to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Have a meaningful and memorable taper week. I will try to get an LA Marathon race strategy video out before Friday. Look for it, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh yeah, it's like wider.
Yeah, way
This
wider.
one.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.